Morning everybody, welcome to the Average Me channel. Today finds us in Orlando, Florida, and I'm going to take a quick stop at the Disney Character Warehouse at the Outlet Mall. A few things I want to pick up, including some postcards for my Patreon sponsors. I want to make sure I have something to mail from Magic Kingdom. Let's go inside and take a look at what they have. And this is kind of a mess right now. A little tricky to get around because some things are kind of sort of blocked off. This is really kind of a mess. There's a sign that says you have to sign up in order to get in, but they don't tell you where to sign up. Turns out it's well hidden in the corner here. Well, I think we're going to scrap that idea. There was a long waiting list. The employee said it looked like it might be several hours just to set foot in the store. It really is frustrating sometimes because it feels like people almost don't want your business. Like they're discouraging you from shopping there. I did ask her what would happen if someone would want to shop in her store and didn't have a cell phone with them. She had no answer. So I guess only people who have cell phones with them are allowed in this store. Okay, we're gonna head over to Epcot. So now we made it to Epcot. I'll bet they're gonna let me in here. Everybody remember where we parked? Well, we made it. I think I'll go to the left. So I forgot to bring a hat on this trip. I feel like I was really ill-prepared because I flew in from DC late Friday night. First thing Saturday morning, had to get back to the airport and hop on a plane for Orlando. And I forgot quite a bit of stuff. One pretty important thing I forgot was a hat. And in this Florida sun, a guy like me really needs to protect his head. So one thing I wanted to go to the outlet mall and look for a hat. But that was kind of sidelined, so I guess one thing I'm going to be looking for here today is a hat to wear. But first, to stop at guest relations because I also forgot my annual pass holder card. Alright, they were able to get me a new annual pass holder card, which is pretty important because if you want to get any of the discounts, parking, anything like that, they always want to see your card. It is still food and wine, so we're going to get some of the tastes of the world. We got to get to World Showcase first. Some of you who watch my videos regularly may recognize this as one of two signs that I have hanging on the wall in my basement. I don't know where my basement signs originally hung in Epcot, but I can tell you this, they were obtained from the employee store. I don't know exactly what it's called, the cast store, cast warehouse, something like that is where I got them. I'm not seeing any hats in this store, so we may have to go someplace else. I'm still following the Frozen line all the way back here to China. And here is where I could get in line for Frozen Ever After. And since we're at China, I thought we'd take a look in the store. So much stuff here. And right over here I noticed some of the earth metal puzzles. And these things are really complex. They cost anywhere from about $16 all the way up to somewhere in the mid-30s. I think that this dragon, $32.95. I have one at home. I got it as a gift at the Hogwarts Express, and I just haven't had the nerve to tackle it yet. It looks really really intimidating and really complex, but I'll get to it. I am not at all an incense person, but if you are, they have some very ornate incense burning materials here. Some of these fans can be more than decorative. They can be very practical in a hot Disney park. $11 each. Alright, I think I'm cooled off enough. Let's get back outside. I'm feeling raindrops. Never stops, does it? I took that time when we ducked out of the rain, put a new mask on. I know it looks the same, but it's a new mask. We're at the Alps. We're going to try the warm cheese. This is pretty good. I've had this last year. The warm cheese without the ham. Well, I was hoping we could see them do it, but it looks like they're just warming up here. But I do have my plate of warm cheese. Let's go find a place to eat. Sometimes you can find a table, sometimes it's kind of difficult. Let's see what we got. I see a table over here, if I can get there. It's got a warm baguette, put a little bit of that cheese on there. Really, really good, except my napkins are blowing all over the place. Oh, potatoes are good too. A little salty. So if you're watching your sodium intake, you might want to be aware of that. There's also a little pickle underneath here. I don't know what that pickle is going to be like. The cheese is getting stuck on the fork, so I'm going to try a pickle with cheese. I don't think that's the way it was intended to be eaten, but it was oddly satisfying. Really a nice view here. And we're just outside China, right before you cross the bridge. And you have to eat pretty fast because that cheese does start to harden. These wood carvings are very interesting. And this looks about like something that he was carving, doesn't it? Then there's a larger bear. And I suspect that is for display and not for sale. Very colorful. Look at these fancy wine corks. Of course, they're going to have German steins in just about every store in Germany. This is what my wife really likes. Liebfraumlich. I can never say it right. And there's some Mickey mugs. Well, there are some hats, but I'm not wearing those around. I guess that would be better than the Viking helmet with horns, but I'm not getting it. Well, at least the trains are running. I'm not really a train enthusiast or a model train guy, but I always like to stop and look at these trains. One thing that's noticeably missing are all of the entertainment acts. You know, the different guys like the juggler and the guy that balances on the chairs and the people that pound the drums in Japan. All of that is gone, and it takes a little bit of life and I don't know, festivity out of being here. Never been to the Regal Eagle. I don't know if I'll go today. Thought I'd pop over and see if they have a menu board. It's really a nice design here, isn't it? It's really laid out nicely. I like the decor. No, all they have are mobile ordering, so you can't see even a menu board. Kind of strange. I understand they don't want to give out menus because they don't want to pass things from person to person. But I don't understand why they don't just have a signboard or two that you could see the menu displayed. Let's head into the Art of Disney. Very small compared to the store that's at Disney Springs. But they still have some really interesting things. And look at all the villains. And those poor unfortunate souls. I never knew the poor unfortunate souls had names. Needy, stressed out, and what does this say? Penniless. But I do love the patriotic Mickey Mouse. You can always tell the Don Duck Williams paintings. They're the ones that are really clean and they look so close to the actual cartoon. One of my favorite Disney fine artists. These are very interesting too. They had one of these outside. Further away you get, the better they look. The closer you get, almost looks like nothing. I really love the Dune Buggies with the hitchhiking ghosts. One of my favorite rides. Look, the Enchanted Tiki Room. Wake up, Jose.
From the movie Coco, esto es El Mundo es mi familia, The World es mi familia. Señoras y señores, buenas tardes, buenas noches, señoritas y señores.
I like that we can finally find some live entertainment here and there. Now we're in Japan, we're going to check out the sake house. This is a Violetsaki. It has sake, lime juice, and pear. And also a little slice of a lemon. The worker told us it's the most popular drink here and it has its own Facebook page. So I guess you can look for it. Oh, that is tasty. A+. Here's a really weird thing when I try to make a reservation at Mitsukoshu Restaurant, which is right here. Here's what happens. Takes me right out of the app. Let's try this Teppen Ito. Takes me right out of the app. Really strange. And the rain has started once again. Teriyaki Chicken Bun, the steamed bun filled with chicken, vegetables, and teriyaki sauce for $6. Let's see if we can find a place to eat it. There's a table over there. It's probably soaking wet, but we'll try it. So that's what it looks like. I'm gonna see if I can cut it in half. They only had forks. I'll see what I can do. The bun is very, very soft and doughy. It's steamed, so it almost seems like it's wet. And it has that teriyaki chicken inside. Let's give it a go. Well, it's good, but honestly, it tastes exactly like a sloppy joe that you would make at home. And now something from France. French Chardonnay. Refreshing. And this is a tart with raspberry. And boy, doesn't that shape look familiar. Very good. Kind of like a cream cheese, really nice and sweet. And raspberry adds a little different flavor. I'm not a real big fan of raspberry, and a lot of things here at the park have it. But this is really good. During normal times, they often have meet and greets right over there. No longer. Last time we got that really good macaroni and cheese here. So we'll see what's in store for us today. What we've got here is macaroni and cheese. This is called just simply macaroni and cheese on the menu, but it has Italian sausage in there. This is the gourmet mac and cheese. We've had that before, previous video. And this is the beer and a Pinot Noir. So let's give this a try. Really, really crisp. It's got a citrus flavoring to it, a little bit of a tang, really very tasty. I don't know if I'm getting a little lemon or a little orange, but there's certainly a citrus flavor. Very, very good. Pinot Noir. That was very tasty as well. Of course, that's a drier wine. Really good. Now we'll try the macaroni and cheese. That was good too, very, very creamy. As you would think, with Italian sausage, it's got a little bit of spiciness to it. Not too much. I don't like really spicy food, and this is just fine with me. I hate to say this, it's much, much better, but it reminds me a little bit of like beefaroni. But it's really very good. Wow, that is so good. It's got a little dollop of Boursin cheese, kind of a whipped cheese. Delicious. I would say you can't go wrong. We've had almost everything here. I've had the lobster last time, at that mac and cheese. If you like macaroni and cheese, I don't think you're gonna go wrong at that stand. On to Mexico for my favorite ride in all of World Showcase. There it is, Grand Fiesta Boat Tour. Well, it got dark while we were in Mexico, but we still have, an hour and a half or more of park time. Maybe I'll get over there and try the Filet Mignon at Canada. Here we are at Canada, and right there it is, the Cellier Wild Mushroom Beef Filet Mignon. I'm gonna do it. Here's a Filet Mignon, but it was very difficult to find a table. Over there, that used to be filled with tables just a month ago, and now it's a queue for something, but I don't know what, because there's nothing there to wait for. It's kind of crazy, but let's see how this tastes. Oh, I thought I had a fork and I got a spoon. I gotta go get a fork. I can't eat with a spoon.
A few moments later.
So let's try this. Kind of hard to cut. I hope that's not indicative of the chewiness of it. I'm gonna put a mushroom on there if I can. There we go. Not bad. It has a good flavor, but I did get a bit of a chewy piece here. I think it got a little better as I ate through the meat. It was good. It was very good. I give it a thumbs up. I think I just got one end piece that was maybe not as tender as the rest of that piece of meat. So I think Canada is still one of the top stops in my book. So here in France, we stopped and got a quiche and a creme brulee and chocolate mousse, and I got an eclair that I'm going to take home and have for breakfast in the morning. That chocolate mousse, so good, so creamy, and it's got those little, I don't know what those little crunchies are. They taste almost like the malted milk balls. Very, very delicious. So there's the quiche. Tastes very good. Really, really hot. But really good flaky crust. Just what you would expect here at Paris. By the way, the creme brulee was delicious as well. Now I've got to get this eclair home. This is kind of a big, clumsy box just for that little pastry. I still can't believe how quiet the park got just about when the sun went down. We went into the Mexican pavilion, came out, that's all it took, and it was dark, and we noticed that things were substantially quieter. And I surmise people thought maybe the park was closing, but I don't know. Everything is still in full swing. You can still get all the foods, all of the pavilions are still open. What a great time. Plus the sun is gone, so it's much more comfortable to walk around the park, especially with the masks. And everything is so pretty around here at nighttime. And there's time to do one more thing before we head home. Thanks for joining me on this visit to Epcot during Food and Wine. What is your favorite part of Epcot? As always, I encourage you to like and share the videos. Leave your comments down below. If you haven't already, please click my face in the corner, subscribe, and don't forget to ring that bell icon. That way you'll know when I post new videos. Thanks again, I'm Mark, and this is the Average Me Channel.
The end, or should I say the beginning, of your future.